Well, it's that time of the week that we know you've been waiting for. Spencer and Gabe are just two good friends chatting about movie topics galore. We talk and we argue and we giggle and we cry. Tell all your friends and bring them by. So have a listen and grab a quick snack. It's time for you to sit down with the laugh track.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Laugh Track. I'm your host, Spencer Whiteman, with my co-host here.
Hi.
Gabe eating his cosmic brownies. Today we're going to talk to you about Game of Thrones Season 7. And Gabe wanted to do some recaps of all the episodes. And I said my brain span isn't that big to remember the last 6 episodes. So we can touch on that this is one of the worst paced and best seasons of the series. You don't think so? I think the dragon tearing up Jamie was like what I was looking for the entire show.
Yeah. This season's terribly paced and it bothers me.
Oh, it's horrendous, dude.
Like, that's my main complaint. At least, like, for a show that has dragons and, like, zombies and crap,
right?
At least it was grounded in reality in terms of, like, travel.
Yeah, until...
But this season's, like, complete garbage.
It's like, oh, yeah, I canoed across the Atlantic Ocean over into, wherever, and then back.
In the same episode.
And then back, and then back. It was just like...
No, but even, like, last episode, 6, was it?
Yeah.
When you had the Raven being sent while they were surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes all the way down to the bottom of the map. Then she gets the note. She flies her dragon all the way to the top overnight.
Right.
That's BS.
And there's also a truck in the background of one of the scenes.
That's true. Also, what's his name? Fell in the cold water beyond the wall and made it back just fine. No hypothermia, no nothing.
I mean, he died, at the gates, but...
I mean, consider it nitpicking, but I just think it's a little garbage. And you saw Wind River, so you know if you run in the cold what happens. But this guy's doing the 40-yard dash.
Yeah, your aerials burst.
Yeah.
Or something.
So... I think the show's losing. It's becoming more Hollywood for me.
Losing, its integrity.
It's not really shocking me with anything, and I'm starting to see, this is about to be generic and basic.
Well...
Because they're not... George doesn't have a hand in it anymore, and the source material's all gone. So they're writing it now, and it's complete garbo.
So here's the thing with, it being all Hollywood now, is for the last season finale of Season 7, it's there's a lot of speculation, and it sounds like, as of right now, it's going to be really predictable.
Yeah.
Because, these aren't technically spoilers, but
no.
my boy Justin was telling me today at work, and I read into it, there's going to be the Night King with his dragon white.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be
It's
him.
a blue-eyes white dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to be him flying the dragon, Khaleesi flying her dragon, right? Jon Snow down on the ground fighting, and he was like, what'd you say? The dragon's going to come down to...
And then the Night King and Jon are going to fight.
Yeah, and the Night King and Jon are going to fight, and Khaleesi's going to come and burn the Night King, and...
It's going to burn Jon too, but he's not going to burn because he's Targaryen.
And he's going to emerge from the flames, and...
I hate the show.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be the end, and then it's going to be the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That they've all been talking about.
And so, that's, the predictions right now is, essentially what's going to happen. And it sounds pretty legit, actually. It's a good cliffhanger. It's what we've all been waiting for to see happen. We all know that they're related anyways. Just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's not good. I think that's, super... that's what I would do if I was writing the show, too. Just because that's, what Game of Thrones has been leading up to for 7 seasons. At this point, we know... We don't know. You can never know Game of Thrones, but it's just,
I mean, I think now you can know, though.
It's a
like
viable...
I said, they're not going to kill off any more big main characters. With one season left, I'm not really shocked that nobody's been dying at the rate that they have before.
Yeah, because they would kill off big characters. Well, I think Littlefinger's gonna die.
I do too, but
I think Littlefinger's gonna die.
I don't think it'll be this episode.
I think Jon and Khaleesi are gonna smash, even though they're cousins. I think Jon's going to emerge.
Nothing wrong with cousins smashing. Right? Am I right, cousin?
I think I think that those are the kind of plot points that we've been waiting to see actually connect for the last 7 seasons. And even though this is super bad paced,
this episode's 79 minutes, which is a short movie. So I think it's the longest ever. So they're gonna cram a lot in, but like we talked about, like they're just gonna. He's gonna be in Winterfell one scene, and then next scene will be in King's Landing.
Yeah. But
okay. Big things to touch on. Jon's first time going to King's Landing. Mm-hmm. It's the furthest south he's ever gone. He's gonna be on screen with Cersei and Jaime for the first time since the first episode.
I saw that. Yeah.
Tyrion and Jon. No, Tyrion's gonna meet with Cersei
and Jaime.
Yeah, like not discreetly.
Yeah, not secretly. Like for a meeting.
Yeah. So that's be the first time. Grey Worm and Missandei is gonna be reunited. You know who that is, right? You're bad with names.
Who? Wait, say it again.
Missandei and Grey Worm are gonna be together.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have a little romance scene between them. I don't know.
Do you think it's plausible that Cersei could die this episode?
No.
You don't?
No, she'll make it to the last episode.
You think?
Yeah.
I think that the last couple episodes, her personality, the way she acts, and just like her overall demeanor.
I think it might come out that she's not pregnant this episode, and that was just a lie to get Jaime to do her bidding.
And then he could kill her.
I mean, that's what I said.
That would be
I said this season he would be the one to kill her, but then he flip-flopped and he's all like, "Oh, I love her." Blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, he does, but at this point, if Jaime realizes that, like, the White Walkers are actually real,
yeah,
and Cersei says, "F the White Walkers, we're not helping," Jaime realizes, like, this has to happen, we have to fight. She says, "I'm not even pregnant, I just had you do my bidding, blah, blah, blah."
Right.
He's going to be like, okay. I think that once Jaime realizes, like, she's not going to do what we all need to do to survive, and that she's been using me, she's not pregnant, that's like a huge thing, all this and that it's not, I doubt it's gonna happen, but I just think it's a plausible theory or prediction of what could happen, also as a cliffhanger. And if it doesn't happen this season, next season.
I just feel like with all the rushing that they're doing, why not have an extra episode? Like, why not make it 8 episodes? Like, because now, like we talked about...
I didn't understand that either.
Like, they said they only have 13 hours of story left to tell, which is why it's broken up into 13 episodes, but they're rushing everything, and we're not the only ones that complained about it. And it's not like nobody's not going to watch it. They're still going to make their money back, even though they're blowing... You know why? Because they're blowing all their money on the CGI for the dragons. We've seen more dragons this season than we have the entire show.
Well, yeah, and they're incredible, but is that why? I haven't read into, like, why it's only 6.
That's why it is in my head. Oh, no, they confirmed they only have 13 hours left of story to tell.
Like, just based on budgeting for CGI?
Based off the story they want to tell. Like, how they want it to end and all that. They're like, we can do this in 13 hours. But the 13 hours requires them to rush and cut plot points.
That's stupid, then. Why not just do it...
I don't know,
Why not just tell the story that they want to tell and do it? I don't know. I'm so pleased with the show. It's one of my favorite shows.
Okay, at the very first... when we did our first Game of Thrones episode, we talked about... Is it the show gonna end with the White Walker battle, or is it gonna end with somebody on the throne? Mm-hmm. Okay, and we already had one White Walker battle, and we're probably gonna have another one tonight. Mm-hmm. So do you think that it's gonna end now with somebody definitive on the throne?
Dude.
We're talking about, like, the end of next season, not this episode. Because they already rushed into the battle. Like, I thought for sure the battle would be, like, this episode and or early next season. I thought this one would kind of be, like, all set up.
I feel like if Jon and Khaleesi are on the throne at the end, that's just too generic. Like, everybody saw that coming from...
Well, Jon's the true heir now.
Right.
So he'll be the one on the throne.
But that just isn't like Game of Thrones.
And he'll probably build a second throne and make her queen.
It'd be a happy ending.
It'd be stupid.
But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not Game of Thronesy.
I've decided, I've been thinking about it, I decided I want Cersei to be on the throne at the end of the show.
Because that pissed me off.
Yeah.
It'd make me so mad. I'd be like, are you serious? This is how the show ends?
Like, as much as, like, good has done, that she can still overcome it and be on the queen. That'd be amazing.
It would be.
Yeah.
But
Can't even be mad.
I can be super mad about that, dude.
Okay.
But what about, like, the Arya storyline? Like, where's she going? Where's,
I don't think she's going to die, and if she does, I'll never watch the show again, because you're going to spend a whole season doing jack all just to die when you actually try to use your skills.
If she dies, I'll be so mad. But
I hope she kills Sansa. I think that'd be a cool.
That'd be super lit.
That'd be un-Hollywood. Like we're talking like how it's super generic.
Because I wouldn't even see that coming. Because like, why would she? Like, I feel like that'd be stupid. If
she threatened her, but the fact that she would actually pull through and kill her family after she's going on this killing rampage of people who harmed her family. Yeah. Now she's the one that's doing it too. Like that'd be pretty sick.
Also, I read a theory that Bran,
is the White Night King.
Is the Night King. Yeah. Dude.
Stupid. But I can see why.
Yeah.
People are saying it. I think that'd be a dumb plot twist, though.
Do you think it's stupid? Like, I feel like that would just be like,
I think
what
it's
the
silly.
hell?
I think it's silly.
It's silly, yeah, for sure. And obviously that's a big what if. Like we talked about earlier, like what ifs.
He hasn't even been in the last, 6 episodes.
And that's why. It's like his...
He's still left at that tree in the wheelchair, I think.
His actual story is unknown as He is! His actual story is, super unknown. Nobody knows what he's doing. And even when he is on screen talking to people, he's, he's not there. He's doing his own thing. And if he's gotten into control of the Night King, and now he's just, wreaking havoc. Because, I don't know. I just feel like that's...
there's a dragon missing, too. One of the dragons got shot down. She was on the other one, but the other one flew off. So that's a dark horse right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, if Cersei gets a dragon...
So the Night King has one, Cersei has one, and then Khaleesi has one?
Good. That'd be just too much at that point. It's just
that'd be where all the money went.
Yeah. Is that dragon battle?
3 CGI battle.
But I don't know. We're gonna watch. We're actually gonna watch it in, what?
Just to freshen up
minutes?
Our memory, we're gonna start with season 1 tonight, episode 1, and go all the way to the finale. They don't know that yet, but that's what we're gonna do.
How many? So that's 70. There's it's a lot of hours.
Yeah, but we're gonna do it in one day.
We could do it.
Yeah, with the laugh tracks.
Yeah, if we can do whatever we want. Here are the time travel tracks.
All right, so we'll catch you after.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're looking forward?
No, I just feel like 13 minutes is a pretty solid recap of the season.
Who do you think's dying this episode? You said Littlefinger. That's your vote.
Oh man, I don't.
You got to pick one person that's gonna die.
The Night King.
The Night King. Oh, one more thing we missed. The Hound's going back to King's Landing, where his brother is, so they might have the fight finally. He's a zombie, dude. The zombie mountain. So it's kind of unfair, kind of. We never really seen him since then.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Because that could be another big death.
Yeah, the Hound.
There might be a lot of big deaths this episode, but the thing is we don't know what order they're gonna do it in. So Cersei might die next season,
Right. Well, she won't. She'll finish on the throne.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, my vote is going to be...
You think Littlefinger?
I think Littlefinger eventually.
That's my thing.
I don't think today.
I think he's still needed just based on the Arya plotline that they built up the last couple episodes.
And I'm skeptical to say the Hound. I'm skeptical to say Jon Snow because... Well, obviously not Jon Snow, but my example is they've already died once. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they would bother killing them off yet again.
For good.
Right. So I don't know if I should say the Hound or not.
I feel like the Hound would be a really good, just production-wise, shock value death to throw in. Okay, he came all the way back. He's been all this way. A lot of people like the Hound. I like the Hound.
That'd be like killing off Gendry. You bring him back since season 2.
Just to kill him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm voting Sansa, dude.
You think Sansa will die this episode?
I don't think so, but just to be
by who are
the guy who said, "Hey, I said that she would die." I'm just gonna throw out a wild name.
Okay, I think
just to be that guy.
Okay, I don't think, but I'm willing to say it's plausible, and this will be my bet that Cersei dies this episode by Jamie's hand.
See, I said that in the first episode, but I didn't think it. I believe it still to this day. I'm agreeing with you. I don't still think it's gonna be right now. I think Cersei, Arya, Jon, Khaleesi,
to me,
and Tyrion are the 5 that make it no matter what to next season.
To me, that would be the biggest shock. Because if Cersei dies, A, what the hell, and B, what are they going to do next season in terms of thronage, in terms of, is it going to just be an all-out war?
What about Brienne? Brienne of Tarth and Podrick.
Dude, Brienne might die. Because
I wouldn't even be mad. I hate
Brienne and Podrick are both supposed to be at that meeting. So
It'll be the first time that Tyrion meets Podrick too, since he used to be the squire for him.
I want to say Cersei will die just for shock value, but like actually Podrick might. No, not Podrick. Brienne might die this episode.
So I think Brienne will. I think what it'll be is. What I think it'll be is the Hound. Something happens at that meeting with. I think something happens at the meeting with them all. You know, when they all go to King's Landing or wherever that is, and Sir Gregor Clegane. That's the Hound's other half or whatever. I think he fights Brienne of Tarth and the Hound. And there was something that happened in the last episode when Tormund and the Hound were talking.
Yeah.
Like in
How he wants to have like children and all that.
yeah, but the Hound sounded kind of like passive aggressive, but like
Dude, if he sees Brienne, he's gonna lay her out.
honestly, I think Brienne takes one for the Hound, and that's how she dies in this episode. Personally,
It's plausible. It's very plausible that Brienne will die because what was the red bearded guy? Tormund. Did he die last?
No. He got like that walker on him, but he never actually died.
He never died. Was there confirmation on that he like actually?
Yeah, he kept fighting.
Made it onto the dragon, and when they flew away.
Oh,
Alright.
did he? Yeah.
Alright, so Sansa, Brienne, Littlefinger, and Cersei.
Are all like
And the
people
Hound.
that are gonna die.
And the Hound are our votes for this episode. 5 out of like the remaining 20 people.
Yeah.
That's
pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
But potential.
I don't
deaths.
personally think Cersei this episode, but watch
Like,
me be wrong.
That's the thing is like, there's no way they're actually gonna kill Cersei off this episode, but like the shock value would just be so through the roof. And we haven't checked Twitter, and we're not going to check it until it's just
Midnight.
But that's just what we'll go with. And then 17 minutes. We'll wrap up the last 3 minutes to make it a 20-minute episode with final thoughts.
Alright, so we'll see you after the episode.
Yep. Welcome back to the Laugh Track, everybody. It's your boy Spencer and Gabe, and this should be the second half of our Game of Thrones pre-thoughts. It's currently the next morning, and we're eating breakfast outside.
We knew that episode was long, but we were still tired afterwards.
There was just no way we were going to be able to record the post-thoughts right after. But we're here, and we're happy to talk about them now. So, Gabe, initial thoughts on the Season 7 finale.
Honestly, a little underwhelming. I was expecting more bigger things to happen. But I did actually like it. It brought Game of Thrones back to its roots in terms of pacing, which was a huge thing we talked about. Like, they spent of the first 30 minutes in one scene, and it was perfect.
Yeah. No, I agree completely. And this is spoilers. Heavy spoilers. But killing off Littlefinger
Oh, we're just jumping right to that?
was huge. Was one of the biggest people that they could kill off for shock value that you could like still kill off at this point, I felt.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like he's made it 7 seasons.
Changing teams each season.
And like he's like the key factor in a lot of story plots. And to just kill him off is just like
Yeah. No, easily. All right, but let's talk at the beginning of the episode how it starts off. The first 30 minutes, you have that meeting where they're talking about the White Walkers and stuff. Super suspenseful.
Oh, dude.
The acting in it was so good.
Because you didn't know, like, Theon and
Euron.
Euron were like about to battle it out. The Mountain and the Hound were about to battle it out. You didn't know if Khaleesi was going to come with her dragons and just kill everybody.
Not even that. Cersei wasn't even there at the beginning. I was assuming it was a trap or something.
Yeah, she like took forever to show up.
I was actually surprised when she just walked through like normal.
And then Khaleesi shows up 2 minutes after Cersei, and Cersei's like, "We've been here for a while."
Right.
And I'm like, maybe you've been here, but you weren't sitting where you were supposed to, so who knew? Who cares? Jon Snow, I love his character. I still love his character.
I was never a Snow fan.
You've never liked Snow,
Right.
yeah. I love him, and even in like the face of like adversity and like battle and war, he still like blatantly tells the complete truth to a complete nemesis.
So, Mad Woman.
who then turns around and lies directly to him.
Right.
Like a huge lie.
Right. That's just how he was raised. I feel like I'm Jon Snow. I'm always going to tell the truth.
Yeah. And we find out that he's, for sure, other people find out also that he's Targaryen.
I didn't like that montage. I thought it was spoon feeding us.
Which one?
Where we found out that he was actually the heir to the throne. Like, we already all knew it through little one-liners throughout the show, but to show the full sequence of scenes, I actually didn't like that part. I was like, I already know this. I don't need to be handheld.
Well, I don't think everybody else knows it, though. Like, your average viewer who, like, adult...
It was confirmed when Bran went back into the Vision 2 seasons ago.
Now it's hella confirmed.
Also,
super confirmed.
You think it was really weird that Tyrion was staying outside the door as they were banging?
Yeah, listening to his brother impregnate. Even though she can't have children. Dude, that was like the funniest thing. That was like the best pickup line of the whole series. I can't have children. You sure about that? Like, literally, he's like, the witch told me. He's like, is she a credible source?
Alright, so only one person died. Big, that I remember, right? Littlefinger.
Littlefinger died.
We had a situation where Jaime could have killed Cersei, like we predicted, but never happened.
And then it was like, and then I thought she was going to kill him for a second.
I was a little intimidated, but like I wasn't fully there that she would actually do it.
I wasn't either until like he pulled the sword out and Jaime looked like he was about to cry. And I was like, this can't happen. This can't happen backwards.
If the mountain like swung his sword up or whatever, I was expecting Jaime to just stab her through the stomach.
Like kill her before.
Yeah, because then Tyrion would be the only Lannister left, and they like each other for the most part. So I mean, like, it would have made sense for Jaime's character arc to at least carry on the legacy with somebody he likes.
To kill Cersei right there, as she said, help them.
Right.
And then that way the order would still go
left.
through.
I have a feeling next season he's going to go snitch and be like, she's doing this behind your back. She's not actually truthful.
You think?
Yeah, because the way, if she threatened to actually kill him and he knows, like, because he was fully like, we promised this, we're doing this, and she's like, no, we're not. Like, I think that flipped the switch in his mind to say, like, this woman is not trusted.
Crazy, yeah.
She almost killed me just now.
Right.
Nobody's safe, so I'm going to at least protect my skin and the people's skin. Because Jaime, at the core, has a decent
He's a noble guy.
Right. He's a little mind-twisted because he loves his sister, but he
Yeah.
What about the meeting between Tyrion and Cersei? That was super suspenseful, too.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I knew he wouldn't die, but, like, there was definitely a part where I was like...
Yeah, I was never, like you said, I was never really anticipating it.
Because that's the thing with this show is they're like, you just can't know.
I do like the acting of that scene and how it ends, how it's like, oh, you're pregnant, and then they don't actually show the actual meeting. And then they just cut to Tyrion's, like, weary face as they meet back up.
Yeah.
What about, alright, so we're talking about Theon for a little minute.
Yeah. Theon is going to go save his sister.
How do you feel about that fight? That Mayweather, McGregor fight?
Like the one in the show?
Yeah, the one in the show.
Dude, it was just crazy how, like it would still hurt getting kicked in the crotch.
Yeah, Falcon Punched, isn't that what it's called?
I don't think so.
Oh. We're going to look this up real quick. Falcon Punch. This message brought to you by Cinnabons. We were eating them today. Use the code LAUGHTRACK to get a free Cinnabon.
We're not even eating Cinnabon. We're just eating cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, Cinnabons.
Right. Okay.
That's one of those brands where it's synonymous, bro.
Synonymous. God.
I thought that the amount of kicks they did was unnecessary. Like,
yeah, he kicked him like 8 times.
You can show one and show that he doesn't have a little Peter, and then just continue with the fight.
So does that mean he got his nuts like snipped too, or just the sausage?
I just want to know how he pees.
That's a good question.
It's a very good question.
How does any of the army pee?
What army?
The
White Walkers?
Khaleesi's army.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why they're such good fighters, because they don't got to take bathroom breaks.
Perhaps. They still have bladders.
That was crazy. Like, I wish we had more Okay, I guess I wish we had a little more fighting in this episode because they set up the opening shot is like the Dothraki army and the Unsullied army.
Yeah, and you got to see like Khaleesi's finally full army.
They're all together, and we didn't even see them do anything. They're probably still standing there to this day.
Probably.
Blue Eyes White Dragon was in this episode.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Oh, dude.
I was wondering if he was going to shoot blue flames instead of red flames, and in my mind I was right.
Yeah.
Blue flames, but that's pretty dope. Although they have a lot of rubble to clear if they want to get through.
Yeah, but they're White Walkers. They take one step at a time, just walking. Anyways, I mean,
That's true.
They're just gonna step over it. Take 10 years to get there, but they're gonna get there no matter what.
Is Tormund and what's his name, Beric, dead now? Because they were on the wall at the time.
No,
they never actually showed the death.
They were on the other side.
That's what I thought.
And then they were on the side that stayed still while the other side collapsed,
Yeah.
and so they chose the right side to jump on. And I don't know, dude.
It was a pretty good episode. It was probably the best of the season, but just because the pacing and the acting was so good.
My favorite episode was the one where Khaleesi first takes her dragon through Jaime's army.
Oh, that was a good one too.
And kills them all. But this was a very good episode. The second best for sure.
So now we have we see. Okay, let me rephrase. We think we know that it's going to end up at the White Walkers battle.
Yeah.
But it still looks like it's heading towards the show is more about who's going to be on the throne at the end.
Yeah.
Because Cersei's all not having it.
Because that's all Cersei cares about.
Right. And I was thinking about this during the episode. I wouldn't even be mad anymore if Cersei ended up on the throne and we just had like a bad ending. Bad ending as in like good doesn't win.
Right.
Because I think like if you can get through everything and just outplay everybody
and still be on the
throne, like that'd be perfect.
Like that's what the whole show's about, though. Whether you want
it's a game.
Whether you want Cersei to be on the throne or not.
Right.
That's what the show's about.
Even if like all her family's dead, like the last scene she has to kill Jaime, just to because she has her kid now. Who cares? She can F him.
Well, she can if he's dead.
No, the kid.
Oh!
Don't put it past Game of Thrones. They do something stupid like that.
Oh, man.
All right, what are you looking forward to next season? 6 episodes. I read they're 80 minutes each.
80 minutes a pop.
Which I think is stupid. We were talking how they only have 13 hours of thing, but if you add 20 minutes to each episode, it's actually not 13 hours. So why not make it 10 episode seasons? It's stupid.
Do you think a lot of season 8 is just going to be the White Walker battle?
I definitely think the first episode will be set up, and then one like surprise. 2 through 4, we might get a few mini battles. Then the last one we're gonna get a huge one, and then a plot twist, and then the closing episode
for the season or the show finale.
Like of our list, we still have Sansa, the Hound. They're all alive. Spencer was only right about Littlefinger.
Yeah.
So I still did your glasses lens just fall out?
Carry on.
I don't know. I just think that I'm a little backtracking. I was a little upset that I was wrong about the Sansa Arya thing. I think it would have been super dope
if Arya killed.
If like something crazy happened between them, but instead they're just like, bro, we're sisters.
But you were debated because literally
I was.
You can tell by
I wasn't only debated, so was Littlefinger.
Yeah, the ultimate debate. You can tell by the story arc of what happened with Littlefinger, though, that like the writers of Game of Thrones wanted you to think Arya was gonna kill Sansa.
Right. No, it was written very beautifully.
Like, you got debated by Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we did.
Yeah.
But...
Debate.
Because they were like, we're going to make them think that Arya's going to kill Sansa. And bam! They're both going to kill Littlefinger.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Knew Littlefinger was going to kick the can eventually. We predicted it was going to be this episode, but... At the hand of Sansa and Arya, it makes sense because that's where he was.
I was drawing a blank. You know, was Littlefinger on her list of like people to kill?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I was trying to like recollect we've only heard it a million times, and yet I can't remember a single thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Predictions for season 8.
And now we have a year, potentially 2 years to wait for the next season.
Yeah, didn't they say it was going to be like...
They said 2 years, but then I looked on IMDb last night and it said 2018, which is next year, so We'll have to see.
It's back here.
Now we just need a new show that we have to watch and review. So let us know what you want us to do.
Yeah. Game of Thrones is definitely my favorite show. One of, if not my favorite. So it's going to be tough for us to find one that we like that much. Not that we've reviewed any.
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
No, but I've been wanting to.
We should do Sopranos. I mean, it's old, so we don't really have to say spoilers or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch Sopranos. I want to watch Oz. It's a prison show on HBO too. And then I want to watch The Wire.
The Wire. Yeah, The Wire is really good.
It's always like said, oh, it's the best one until Game of Thrones came along. So who knows?
Well, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's up there, but
okay. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you as always.